Okay, sometimes it's just not fair to do the easy side first. You know, maybe I should have done the hard side first, but we're halfway done. We're done that quick. I mean, how hard can this be over here? Well, unfortunately on the right side, nothing lines up. I can't really do, I learned pretty quick, there's not much I can do with this. Nothing, you know, nothing hits anything there. I can't really use this well. But that's, and I come to find out that's where I really want my rear set to go. I want one of the mounting bolts to actually be here. Well, in order for that to happen, I had to take this rear set and to open up this hole a little bit. I opened up with a Dremel tool. This is what I have here to work with. You know, does it look pretty? Not really, but does it matter? Because as soon as I install the bolt in here, it's all gone. You don't see a thing. I mean, it all looks good. There's no cut marks. There's no anything. But yes, this hole will have to be opened up so you get a decent sized bolt in there. It hasn't taken away anything from the strength because what's there is still there. I just opened that up just to get the head in there. That goes in there, and this will go right in this hole here and bolt up. Now what we run into is I have really no, and you know, right here at this point, comparatively side to side, these pegs line up really close. I mean, they're almost dead on right now just by that. But what am I going to do? I got nothing really here to hook to. This is going to go down nice and solid, but what am I going to do? Okay, this is where you got to get creative. Again, is this doable? You know, basic tools? Yeah, hacksaw, drill, and maybe a grinder, and you're on your way. Excuse me, I'm going to reach across here and grab the part. I got it out of position here. But anyway, and I gave this a quickie paint job. I'm going to fix it right, but I'll show you what I made here. This is the bracket that I made. And as you can see, I did a quickie paint job on it to get it all together and have a look at it. And this is just made out of a piece of steel, good and solid, thick, nice, rock solid. Where's this going to go? It's going to go on the back side of this, meaning that, and I'll show you right here, this is pretty simple when you see it, that this bracket that I made basically is going to go like that, right there. And where's my mounting point? I drill a hole right there. We're done. I mean, really, it's that quick. So anyway, what we're going to do, this hole I drilled, and it goes right here, get this in the camera right here, goes right there in that hole. And this lines up here. We can just put this bolt through here. Just get us lined up. We'll take our mounting bolt right here. Oops, let's get the right one. Let's get the short one in there. Let me just put that in there like that. Sorry about the camera. I'm kind of trying to watch the camera what I'm doing and get things so it can be seen here. But anyway, this is going to just tighten right up into here. Just going to leave it a little bit loose so I can get it all together. Now see what we have here? We have the part, this bracket. And this is all you see of the bracket really, is just this little piece here. See a little in here. You know, I got it shaped out to match the rear set. We'll put that bolt back in there, and we'll just put that right there. And again, it's really, I was not sweating it about doing these rear sets, but it sure gave me a cause for concern. Like, okay, how creative am I going to have to be to make this work? I don't think you could come up with a simpler set of rear sets to install. By the way, again, this is 2006 through 2010 GSXR 600 750 rear sets. These were on eBay. I got these rear sets with a switch, with the, let's see it right here. Let me tilt it up here if I can. What do I do here? Let me just back out maybe. There we go. Got the switch too, the electrical switch. So I got the rear set's electric switch. It was like $108 on eBay. I mean, it's crazy. And the quality seems to be pretty darn good. So there we are. We got this bolt in here. We've got the bracket on the back side, which this bolts to up here. And then where's the bracket go? It's just down here at the bottom. Boom. I mean, just like that. It's crazy. Crazy simple. And that's gonna, you just tighten this up on here. You gotta have, again, you're gonna have to make spacers back here to space this out. But this thing's rock solid. I mean, it's like, I don't even have it tight. I'm hand tightening this stuff. It's not even tight. And then you'll take your little spacer and stuff, and you hook up your Your little brake slave cylinder here. Tilt this up. Get it. There we go. And like I said, I'm just putting this together by hand here. Oops, let me back out again. I don't know what happened there. There we go. I'm hooking up the little brake slave, but there it is. I mean, it's mounted. You did have to fabricate the one bracket in the back. That had to be fabricated. But even with basic hand tools, might take you an hour or two. I don't know how long it's going to take you. However good you are with hand tools, but in a file, and it can be done. So basically, there you have it. That's your Virago with a GSXR 600 750 rear sets installed. I'll take the camera off the stand here and have a look. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now again, here's another problem. I don't see it as a problem. I see the stock stuff as a problem. I mean, unfortunately, this is a shaft drive, and I'm staying with a shaft drive. Let me get this paint stuff here. Set that down. We're messing with a shaft drive bike, and I've got a drum brake and all. I really don't care what it's got for rear brakes. I don't use rear brakes, but maybe you do. And it should happen to be right. But what I came up with is that, you know, I could pretty easily do a hydraulic drum rear deal here, and people initially thought, oh, well, you know, what sense does that make? It doesn't make any sense at all. What are you gaining? It's still a drum brake. Well, what I'm gaining is, again, the ability to run rear sets. And with that, to hook up my rear brake, I'm going to run a line from here. It's going to come down, and where's it going to wind up? Right on there. And guess what? There you are. You're done. Your rear brakes are done. And by the way, people said, oh, well, that's going to work backwards. Well, I got a little clue for you. These slave cylinders for a clutch, they're automotive clutch slave cylinder, hydraulic. You get them two ways. They can either be pushers or they can be pullers. This is a puller. When you step on the brake, it's going to pull this, and it's going to operate the rear brake. But you know, a little effort on that to do that. Not bad. But just so you know that, yeah, okay, I got my rear sets on, now I'm going to work my rear brake. Well, that's how I'm working it. What you come up with, that's your deal. But I've eliminated a lot of bulk here. It's more of a modernized setup. Like I said, still drum. Yeah, I know. I don't care. But there you are. There's your rear sets. That's your right side rear set right there. All installed, mounted up. Be rock solid as soon as I get a spacer behind it, which I will be making a spacer. I'll come around here to the other side of the bike and show you the left side one more time. Sorry about all the garbage on the bench, but you know, part of the process. And there you have it. You got your GSXR rear set, basically a bolt-on. I mean, is that crazy or what? And you got your MotoGP shift. You know, you don't like it? Oh well, you'll get used to it. But it's kind of fun. Kind of fun to go one up and slam the rest down. But and that's the end of what I've got to show you here. I hope it helps you and gives you another idea that knowing that there's another option besides modifying the stock footrests. Have a good day.